Let's talk about being alone. So many people hate being alone. Nobody wants to be alone. But me, my character, knows a lot about being alone. I'm a master at being alone. Nobody knows more nobody knows more about being alone than me. And for so long I was in resistance to it. But I learned to love it, and I'm so grateful for it because it allowed me to see through the matrix, right? See, my higher self created that for me so I could learn to see through the satanic, perverted, and inverted matrix. So I can see through the system, so I could see through the religions. See, if I wasn't alone, I would have been distracted. I would have been distracted by romantic relationships that my character wanted so much, you know. But that's not the life that I chose. See, I chose because I'm not a victim of anything. I chose that lonely life, and it was so lonely. But, I was really never alone. My character thought he was alone. But you see, nothing is separate from you. So, loneliness, being alone, is an illusion. See, a lot of time my character wanted, you're right, so many friends, so many romantic partners to validate itself, right? It needed a bunch of attention to validate itself. But see, who you truly are, who we truly are, doesn't need any validation because it is everything. So when you need validation, ask yourself, who is it that needs validation? And notice you'll get no answer. Because what you are is beyond form. See, the biological avatar, the body, the ego mind identity, which you think you are, but you're not your thoughts, you're not the body, and not your experiences. You see, the ego mind identity that think it's separate from everything, the traumatized, fragmented ego mind identity is what needs validation. But again, you don't need validation because you're the creator. You're sons and daughters of the Most High. And you see, the matrix, the satanic, perverted, and inverted matrix loves when you think you're alone, right? Because then it can make you think you need something outside of yourself. But you don't need anything outside of yourself because nothing is outside of you. Everything exists within your consciousness. So your body doesn't have a soul. Your soul has a body. But again, the matrix loves when you identify with your ego because it knows the ego sees in separation, and it knows the ego never feels good enough, right? So it's constantly needing things to validate itself, whether it's attention, whether it's materialism, and I love materialism, by the way. But you see, you don't need it. You don't need anything. Need is lack, which you don't lack anything. So I want you to take that word need out of your vocabulary and throw it in the trash. So I want you to understand, when you feel alone, I want you to ask yourself, how has this served me? Because realize everything serves you, right? It may not feel good to your ego, to your body, but realize it serves you. And it's not forever. It's not going to last. It's just an experience. It has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with you. You're whole, you're complete, and you're love. At your core, you're love and wisdom. So, if you created the experience of being alone, understand that it serves you. It serves you. It's for a reason. Your higher self created that for a reason. It doesn't define you. It doesn't mean that nobody wants you, nobody loves you. And another thing about being alone, it's incredibly peaceful. You see, most people out here anyway are just traumatized, fragmented egos that are going to do nothing but drain you and suck you dry. So alone is a beautiful thing. It can be so peaceful. So learn to be okay with it. Learn to surrender to it. See, because what you resist persists. And so that's why when my ego would just resist with all its might, it just thought loneliness was the worst thing in the world. And so it resisted. And the more it resisted, the more it created that in its experience. Because we are the creators. Whether we believe it or not, we're the creators of our experience. Until I surrendered and I accepted it. I accepted that maybe I'll be lonely or I'll think I'm alone forever. Now, I don't feel lonely anymore, right? And see, as I surrendered to loneliness, I then, and became okay with it, I then magnetized people, beautiful friendships towards me. So understand, you're not lonely because you're unworthy of anything. Let go of those programs, those I'm unworthy programs that you got from society, from maybe religion, right? That told you you're unworthy, you're not good enough. It's a program. Delete the program. Grab the book by R.J. Spina, Change Your Mind, and delete all those programs. Loneliness is an illusion. How can you be lonely when you are everything? Peace out. Love y'all.